Anti-Bobble-Head has arrived for the Tenere 700. Let's open up the box. Oh yeah, some more stickers. Go ahead and open up the bag. This is going to be a pretty simple install. Here are the two rods. I did look at multiple options to fix this bobble with the headlight and the dash, and I decided to go with this one just because it has two mount points, unlike some of the other options out there. Tools needed for the install: a 3, 4, and 5 Allen, and another 5 Allen, just kind of your standard one, like that. So why am I putting the Anti-Bobble-Head kit on the Tenere 700? Well, the headlight plus the dash are on one bracket, and this thing moves like crazy. The dash didn't bother me so much as the headlight did. At night, it's so noticeable. If you're off-road or even on the highway, hit a pothole, this thing jumps. Oncoming traffic, or if you're stuck behind somebody, I'm not surprised if they think you're actually flashing your high beams at them. I'm going to show you just how much this headlight moves up and down on the side of the shack, and then we're going to get into the install. Okay, let's go ahead and take off the windscreen. It's going to be 4 of these bolts. It's going to be the 4mm Allen. Now make sure you kind of get a feel of how tight these are screwed in. They're very lightly screwed in. So as you're taking them out, when you try to screw them a little bit more, you can see how much pressure is on that bolt. Be a good time to give your windscreen a good cleaning from the inside. On the GPS crossbar, you're going to have 2 bolts on the end, 5mm Allen. Go ahead and take those out. Little brass washer, don't lose that. Go ahead and throw these in my pocket. Left and right side. On the back side of the dash display, we're going to remove these 2 bolts. 5mm as well. Dash is coming loose. You have to get the gauge cluster out of the way. This will not just pull straight out, you got to go up with it. And then just off to the side, put a towel over mine so I don't get it scratched up. Now we have to remove these 4 bolts. These are kind of hard to see down below. Those may be a pain to get to. They're all 5mm. Just use the best tool you have for this. I'm going to go ahead and use my key on the top. These come all the way out. Now the bottom ones. You may have to play around with your handlebars a bit. I found the best way to approach these would be one hand from the bottom and one hand from the top. It doesn't take much just to get them loose, and you can get the rest of them out with your fingers. Go ahead and get the other side out. At the bottom of the bag, you'll see a couple of set screws. Go ahead and grab those. This is where the 3mm will be used, on top of the bars or rods. Just make sure with these you don't go too far in. You don't even want to see them coming through. Just want to get them started. Beautiful. These are ready to go on. These little set screws, they're going to be facing away from you. So this is going to be the right side. Pull the GPS mount rod out. And slide this on like so. There's one side. Get my other one. Keep those loose for now. We're gonna tighten that at the very end. The headlight assembly is super loose right now, and you have to get these started. So what we wanna do to get these back in, push the headlight in and slowly get them started. They should catch. Okay, that one caught. Now for the bottom one, get down here, push that headlight. Okay, this went in fairly easy. Get those as tight as you can with your hand, just because this is gonna be the hard part, getting those bottom ones tight. As soon as I start feeling it get tight, stop and just go a tiny bit more with it. You don't need much at all with these screws. Okay, that one's good. Go ahead and grab your dash display. These are the two little hooks you gotta get right in here. So you wanna go up and down. If we look from the front of the bike, this should all be aligned. These were the black bolts. Go ahead and push from the front of the dash back. Get these started. Now I did get lucky with those two bolts catching the wheel nuts right behind the dash. If for some reason you can't catch those and these are spinning, you can get a finger in here to hold those while you're screwing in from the front. Go ahead and put these bolts back in on the GPS rod. Do not forget these brass washers. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of blue Loctite on these set screws. I'm going to pull each side out. And just a little dab. Whew, a lot of dab. That's alright. Do the same thing to the other side. Last step, let's get the windscreen back on. Super easy install besides those bottom two bolts, but it went flawless. This thing feels solid now. Unfortunately, we can't get the bike out today, maybe next week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you in the next one.